Starting to catch up to another group of cars here. Got lots of positions I could go after. 12 laps to go. I'm charging it in there. Woo, baby, look at that. Greetings and welcome to a Smithers NASCAR Racing Career Mode video. I am Smithers, of course, piloting the number 10 Valvoline Dodge for Gillette Everham Motorsports. For about 20 more races, I've been driving my ass off, respectfully, somewhat, this entire season to sell myself to possibly another organization. It would make some sense to stick through the merger with RPM where I'm already at, but you never know. I like options, and Hendrick Motorsports isn't one of them. Mr. H himself told me that after I might have punted his lucky horseshoe in an unfortunate timing of events, in a future race possibly, that I'm not gonna have a shot in piloting any of his equipment ever. For the first time in his short career, Smithers attempts the Indianapolis 500 driving for Andretti Autosport. The open wheel rookie had a rough go at qualifying, only managing a 32nd on the starting grid. That led to the big race day, and Smith was thrown right into the hornet's nest and was able to hang on with these open wheel warriors until a slight mistake took out nearly half the field. Bad look at first for his Indy debut, maybe never to return again at the request of all the Indy drivers, but managed in 8th place after staying clean and staying in the draft for the remainder of the race. As the sun set in Charlotte, 43 stock cars awakened and one driver just landed to run the second half of his marathon. Smithers started the race in 16th. The number 10 Valvoline Dodge had a slow climb to the top 10. After many adjustments, a pit road penalty, and getting involved in a crash, Smith survived for an 11th place finish in the Coca-Cola 600. Shortly after the first restart of the night, David Ruderman in the Aaron's Dream Machine brushed off of the wall in turn 2 and came down into Casey Kane and Kurt Busch, sending all three cars sideways down the backstretch and into the wall. Now I don't know what happened to the guy operating the caution light, or if NASCAR didn't see anything at all, but the race stayed green. Quite shockingly, because David Ruderman wound up going into the gap in the wall for the emergency vehicles on the inside of the backstretch. Pretty damn scary situation, but everyone got their wrecked car into their pits and everyone was safe. And then David Ruderman channeled his inner Kevin LePage at Talladega, and coming off a pit road just after the team made repairs, took his 00 Toyota right into the pathway of our leaders, caused a massive wreck, and the Aaron's Dream Machine turned to the root cause of a nightmare for many drivers. Miles the Monster went to town on these truck boys. Only 10 trucks managed to stay on the lead lap, and second place was raw dogging it out, engine exposed and everything. Surprisingly, Todd Bodine was on the back bumper of Mike Skinner, but one thing that 30 truck did not have was aerodynamics. Denny Hamlin in his Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, looking to get his first win of the 2008 season, got the pole at Dover International Raceway. Greg Biffle, another front row start, has been doing great in the qualifying sessions the past few weeks, looking to still get his first win as well. Your point leader in the number 48 Lowe's Hendrick Chevrolet, Jimmy Johnson, qualified in 5th place today. His teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in 7th. His other teammate Jeff Gordon is in 9th. All three Joe Gibbs Toyotas qualified in the top 10. Stewart in the number 20 is in 4th, and Kyle Busch in the 18 is in 6th. Last year's Dover fall winner Kurt Busch qualified in 10th. Martin Truex Jr. in 11th, he's really good here, and I qualified in 12th place. Coca-Cola 600 winner qualified 14th, and my teammate Elliott Sadler didn't qualify too bad in 16th. Looking at the back half of the qualifying grid, Vickers, Kane, and Newman all had poor qualifying runs, and they got a lot of work to do today. If you saw my video of the truck race, Miles had quite the feast. Hopefully he's full, and we'll have a pretty tame race here today. He ate up a lot of trucks, only a few scathed away. I'm looking for a clean race at Dover today. We've got 80 glorious left-handed rotations around the Monster Mile today here in Dover, Delaware. Feel like I could have extended it. It's only 20 more laps than I did in the truck race, but this is kind of what I've been running the whole season, is 20%. It's all I really have time for across all three series. I'm only a third of the way through this season. We're getting into the summer months now. Under the way at Dover Motor Speedway International Raceway. picking up speed off of turn 2, dropping down under Kurt Busch, up to the back bumper of Truex, on the inside of Gordon, making pace. Had a bit of a slow start. Lap 1 complete here at Dover. I don't know if I'm being patient. I think I'm being the complete opposite of patient right now. I am hauling ass and rushing to the front. On the inside of Burton. Qualified 12th. Already in 9th after lap 1. Let's see where we're at after 2 laps into this race. 7th place. Hell yeah. Only driver up here using the second groove in the center of the corner. Smack the wall. Probably that's why no one else is up there. There's no rubber built in yet. It's all slippery. Here we go. Good run off of 4, up to the back bumper of the 18, gonna dive down, take 6th spot. I frickin' overshot the hell out of that. Gave Gordon the opportunity to pass both of us. My bad. Sorry, Kyle. We're currently 6th in the points right now, which is kind of the best we've been aside from losing 1 spot last week to Hamlin, who's currently leading in the Coke 600. We were in 5th place in the points, but we're doing pretty good leading into the summer months. Hopefully it does better than last season. I think last season this is when I started struggling and then I fell out of the chase and had to look back in. Doing much better so far. Gordon's looking on the inside of Johnson. I slipped up getting into the entry of 1. Dive it back down in here. Get on the inside of the 48. Here we go. That's who we're all trying to catch right now is Jimmy Johnson. So the more cars that pass him, the better. He has got a huge 35-point lead right now, and we're all trying to prevent him from getting 3 championships in a row, trying to rewrite history here in the NR2003 series. I need to be a little bit more patient with my car. It handles a lot better if I kind of just coast the center to the entry of the corner, and then get back in the gas. Gonna for sure have 1 pit stop at some point halfway through this race. Usually how it goes here at Dover. I did 2 races here last year. Only gonna do 1 this year, I believe. Might be doing 2. I have to double check my schedule, honestly. There might be 1 thrown in the chase. Or I tried to replace it. I know some new tracks are in the chase this season that weren't there last year, like Nazareth and the Charlotte Roval I'll be racing with the COT cars this year. My exit's a lot higher than the AI right now. I'm still catching them though. Looks like, is that Edwards or Biffle? I can't tell who's in that dish paint scheme, but they're kind of back. Oh, that is Edwards and Biffle up there. All stacked up here in front of me. Hamlin's taking off. Edwards is holding us up. The 11 car might be the car to beat today, and he might get his first win of the season. I tried to run the second lane to see what it would do, and it gave up more time. Kyle's on the inside of me now. Trying to do something different to stay closer to the back bumper of the 24 car, and I gave up a spot. Gotta experiment sometimes. I was just sitting there running the same line that they were. Guess that's the best thing for me right now. The car could use a little bit more turn in the middle of the corner. Other than that, it feels pretty good. Might raise the track bar if I get a chance to. I don't know, depending on a green flag pit stop, I may just take 2 tires and strategize. 14 laps into the run though, my car's already getting tight. I don't like that. I had a really bad lap the last lap, and now Johnson's tailing me, and I got the 17 car behind me. The guys in front of me are getting stuck behind lap traffic. I had to get way out of the gas. Junior's also gonna pass me. My car is not handling as well as it was frickin' 10 laps ago. It is tightening up real bad. I'm gonna try and, I guess, work on what I can. I'm gonna try and get this track bar up just a little bit. Thank goodness for these lap cars slowing down the field and the AI, the leaders wanting to use the bottom. Johnson and Junior are trying to navigate the high side. There's a lap car up there too. Oh, Junior took the freaking air off the nose of my car. I was loose. 20 laps into this race, 60 to go. Now we're the truck race length that I did just a little bit ago, actually recording it on the same day, so altogether I'm doing 60 plus 80, whatever that, how many laps I'm doing here at Dover. A little bit more horsepower in these things though. My car is not handling the greatest, I can tell you that. I just got by Allmendinger, he's trying to pass me again. I had a terrible exit off before, I was loose. It's like I'm wrestling with a frickin' longhorn bull right now. 2 cars there, I can't frickin' go to the bottom. Couldn't even if I wanted to. Oh boy, do I need a caution. My car is falling apart. Qualified 12th, worked my way up, almost into a top 5. And now I'm falling back. I got Montoya, Truex on my ass. Oh, I can't keep pace anymore. Oh, my tires. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. That's what I get for looking at my tires. They are doing horrible. I abused the fuck out of those on that run. No wonder why I'm sliding all over the place. I barely have any rubber left on these things. Whoops. I swear to God, I didn't mean to take out Jamie McDouchey like that, but I sure did. He probably thinks I'm the douchebag now. That's the caution I needed, but I did not mean to door him like that. I was just trying to run my line, stay high, and we just ran the same line on the exit of the corner there, I think. I'll look at the replay, it's my fault. Here we go, busy pit road, busy pit road. I forgot how slow this pit road speed limit is. For what? I was just talking about how slow the pit road speed limit is, and I fucking sped down pit road. I don't know what the tally is on pit road speed violations this season, but my track record is not good on that. Caution number 1 at Dover. See me up in the marbles, I'm losing grip on my 10 car, my tires are shot. I'm trying to come off of the high side, and I just ran right into the door of the frickin' 26 and slammed him into the inside wall, spun him out. Single car spin, I believe he was okay. Whew, that was a close call. He's okay though. A little bit of a janky restart we got going on here, but I think we're all lined up. I'm hanging back just a little bit, just in case someone's slow and gets caught up and stuck, and we all dogpile and stack up on each other. Green flag back out. Oh, Allmendinger was sending it in on pit road. Hopefully he's not the only one. I just hope it's not right in front of me again. I'll get some freebie spots like that. Up in the 29th after our pit road penalty. Really need to learn how to come down and practice during like happy hour or something. Come down and practice going down pit road a couple of times before I hit record. I get in such a rush to do these things sometimes because I have such a limited window. I've mentioned it before. My window to record sometimes is so small during the week that I just rush into these races to get them completed, and sometimes it leaves with me not practicing down pit road, and I have mistakes like that during the race. If I had the time to practice and get all fine-tuned up, ready to go, I feel like I'd be a little bit more tuned into my craft and not making mistakes like that, dumb mistakes like that. Going to the high side. 26 car, I've already wrecked you once, I'm sure you're out for blood. taking the high side. It's clean, it's green, there's not a traffic jam. Here we go, freight training around the outside. The only other guy up here is Robbie Gordon. Everyone else is bottom feeding right now. Got a nice exit off 2, gonna go to the inside. Sorensen, not gonna let you go. My track bar adjustment I think is helping, at least on the early part of this run. I don't know how we're gonna do with tire management and wear. Oh, I think we're 3 wide. I'm way up here, I'm way up here. We got the momentum. Off of turn 2, shooting out of the gap. Like a pool cue. Somebody I gotta race clean with, or NASCAR's gonna have my ass on a platter. All good, all good. Up in the 24th so far. Making headway. Up in the 23rd now. Woo! From top to bottom, I went way low, lower than I should have, but I made it work. Woo! That was a risky move, but I wanted to get by those guys. I know Kyle Petty's slow, Labonte, I'm faster than you. This is where I think I gotta just start managing my shit now. The cars, the field spread out. Other than Ambrose in front of me, I have no one else I can pass unless they come to me. I think I was wearing the hell out of my tires fighting the car. Fuel isn't my issue. The tires, I'm worried about the tire wear. And if I'm sliding out of the corner like that, that's not gonna help. Quickly reeling in this pack in front of me. Vickers, Reagan. I just smacked the wall a little bit. That's okay. Little fender damage. Inside of Reagan. Is that another spot? I don't know if there's a lap car. Might have cracked the top 20 again. Not quite. I think Reagan was a lap car. Gonna get Vickers though. I will get you on this outside. There we go. 19th now. I gained 2 spots. I wonder if people are sending it down pit road right now. Woo! This thing's a little squirrely. I should have probably battened it down with a little bit of wedge too, but I feel like the looseness is helping it turn. Reeled in the juicy fruit dodge of Juan Pablo Montoya. Teammate Kane is ahead of him and Newman's ahead of him. Got quite a few spots I could gain right here. Burt and Truex are up there. That's 5 spots. I could crack the top 15 if I pick these guys off. On the outside of the 42. See what we can do. Oh, Dinger's going to be an issue. Oh, Truex. Woo! I thought he was going to keep going. I almost wrecked him. What did I say earlier? Patience. That was out the window that lap. Oh, fuck! I tried to sneak it 3 wide. No! Oh, boy. Another Dover race where I'm wrecking my shit. I feel like I have good races or good cars every time in fucking practice here. And then shit just has to go down the fucking drain, whether it's my pit strategy or my fucking tires or something. Can't have a good race here.
This will be open. Take note.
I hope you guys give me what I need, because holy shit, this race has been a clusterfuck. This whole weekend has sucked. I'm not even racing for anything. Might as well not get myself black flagged again. Here we go, looking at the replay. Caution number 2. Once again, causing me, I was trying to get on the inside of Allmendinger lap car and get by him so I could get on position of the 42 car, and impatience got my ass turned around on the inside, fucking backed up against the wall. There really wasn't a hole there for me to go into. I don't know what the hell I was doing. It's just been a bad Dover race. It's been something. A little sneak peek behind the scenes here, but I usually do like a practice race a couple of days before I record, or whenever I can before I record, because with how my life goes sometimes it'll be days before I get back to behind the wheel and practicing doing laps on NR2003. And during my practice race for the truck race and the cup race, I was in position. I won the truck race under caution. It ended under caution, but I was leading laps, led the last 10 laps. And the cup race, I was damn near, I was up in the top 5. So to have this come out and turn out when I hit record was just a little disappointing. I don't know what this better cautions mod is doing. I was waiting on Johnny Sauter to pass me, but he's not passing me, so I'm getting up here to the fucking back to the 26 car. If I get black flagged for it, man, this is just gonna be a hell of a freaking doozy for my race day. I've been having a rough day recording, I'm not gonna lie. Back green flag, once again. Thank God they didn't throw the black flag on me. I would have been so upset, but we got, what, 24 laps to go. We're in 28th place. I somehow didn't get too much damage back my ass into the inside wall. Let's get her done and try to get a decent finish. This weekend has not gone how I planned when I was doing this earlier for practice. I really wish I had a bigger monitor to race off of. I'm using a computer monitor versus like a TV screen or something, so I'm really focused in on like a really tiny area. Woo! About to apologize for being silent the last few laps. I'm just trying to focus on getting to the front of the field, or getting where I can in the field. 19 laps to go until the checkered flag falls, baby, and we're in 20th place. We might be able to scavenge something out of the day. Looked pretty rough to begin with, but we're starting to see maybe a little bit of light peeking through. Should be good to the end as long as I manage my tires properly. Trying to stay behind the bumper of the 24 car here. I have been since the green flag dropped pretty much, and so far it's working. If I shut up and just focus on driving for a second. Up into 17th now, gained 3 spots that lap. On the outside of Gordon, there we go, another spot. Harvick's stuck on the outside. Let's follow Vickers, give him a little bump. Not too much of a bump, that'll send him into the 29, that'll be bad. I need this thing to stay green to the end. Got my center in real low, but it worked. 14 to go, we're in 15th. Not a bad recovery after spinning down the backstretch. I tend to do that. I have a mistake at least once per race, but if I can recover, hey, that's not too bad, right? Try to get all the mistakes out of my system when I practice, and I kind of get prepared for this during the week. Starting to catch up to another group of cars here. Got lots of positions I could go after. 12 laps to go. I'm charging it in there. Woo, baby, look at that. They didn't see me coming. Can I make the corner though? Barely. I was like a bolt of lightning, like what's all over Jeff Burton's car right now. Shot in there. They didn't even know. And it worked. I didn't bounce off of the wall or nothing. My car stuck. I think I've made some adjustments and they sure helped. Too bad it's too late in the run, too late in the race now to really do too much with it. I'm sitting here making up for what I lost, wrecking. Alright, we got 10 laps. We're in 11th right now. We might be able to make a good, decent day out of today. I love Dover. I want to do well here. I want to win here really bad. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. I think the only way I can get by is trying to run my high side. My second groove up here. Oh, fuck! I ain't gonna do anything like that. I slammed the wall. I need another lap car to help me out here. I need something to slow these guys down. They're in a nice train. Oh, I gotta run off of 4. I'm gonna try to get the inside of Boyer. Woo! Another spot, baby. Going for it again. 3 wide entry into 3. Made the pass on Edwards. There we go. Working on the 18 of Kyle Busch. 5 laps to go in Dover. Comeback of the century, baby.
Clear. Outside. 3 wide bottom. Outside. Clear.
Oh, jeez. I think I almost wrecked Waltrip there, but he's fucked me over so many times the last few weeks, he deserves it. Now we're down to 5 to go. It was 6 to go last lap, my bad. Man, what if I had the charge to make it to the lead? I don't know. Junior's up there, that's 4 spots ahead of me, that's 3rd place. I'm also starting to run out of steam. I'm just doing I'm just getting what's given to me. I shouldn't have went for that, but I did anyway. I fucked up Kurt's corner. I'm gonna get him on the exit. That was a late entry. I dove it in there. He's got to be flipping me off right now. Or he'd ship me in this corner and he'd get it back, but yeah, I bullied him out of that corner. I might do the same thing to Kenseth just because I don't have a lot of time, so if I just dive bomb these guys and I got the grip to hook it around the corner and stay ahead of them. Whatever I did to my car, the tires are staying now. At this point in the first run, I was hanging on for dear life. I was swatting flies in here. 2 laps to go, never give up. I think Hamlin's still leading. I see him way up there. There he is. Oh, that was a freaking... Whew. Oh man, if I had what, maybe a few more laps, I think I was coming for that lead, baby. Hamlin crosses the line. Did we get... Are we in 3rd? Or... Okay, we're in 3rd. Maybe Hamlin wasn't the leader. Someone was in front of Hamlin, but we got 3rd place! Look at that! That is what I was looking for. That was a lot harder to achieve. That's what I got during my practice race. It was about to be a bad day. It turned out to be a good day. What a freaking adjustment that I had for that last run. Good job, team. I think Stewart got his first win of the year. Smoke, Tony Stewart. Off for turn 4, taking the white flag. A Smithers 1 to go here. Joe Gibbs 1 and 2. Hamlin's back there trying to get by lap traffic to catch up to his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate. Tony Stewart, this is his final season driving that number 20 Toyota. Next season, he is going to Stuart Haas, forming his own team, with Gene Haas driving the number 14, taking along Ryan Newman alongside him. Could this be his last win, driving the number 20 car? Off for turn 4, Stewart gets the checkered flag at Dover International Raceway. We were on the downward trek, but a third place finish for our number 10 Valvoline team is a pretty good turnaround. If you notice, I'm trying something a little bit new here for the segment. All the way to the left side of your screen, I am going to have arrows, green arrows and red arrows, to show where the drivers have changed points positions each race to help kind of clarify that. Instead of you having to determine where your driver went from the beginning of the video to the end of the video, just gonna have the arrows there. Hopefully this will make it a little bit more easier to read. Jimmy Johnson is still your points leader. He is still 30 plus points ahead of Carl Edwards. Carl has chipped away at that point lead just by a few points, and he's still got a long way to go. Hamlin, with his second place, is moved up into third. We are still holding on to sixth place with our third place finish. We are 51 points outside of the point lead. That is, I think, the closest we have been in a long time. If we keep these good runs and these good cars built for the tracks and be in the top 5, we're going to be there for wins and then be there for the points. Jeff Gordon has now fallen back all the way to 10th place in the points. He went from point leader at one point, and now he's threatening to maybe fall out of the chase. Crazy. I don't know what the hell happened to that 24 car. I know he's gotten involved in some other people's shit. That's probably more the reason than not. And he's gotten damaged and been way slower than he could have been. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet is hanging on to the final chase spot. He has been very consistent the last few weeks. Mark Martin is only 1 point outside of the chase, right behind Dale Earnhardt Jr. The points battle for this is pretty dang close. Kurt Busch in 14th is only 4 points out. Some of the Roush guys are starting to fall off. Jamie McMurray, Greg Biffle, they're starting to cross paths. I know Biffle was kind of in the lower half of the 20s anyway. He's been working his way up into the top 12 and become a chase contender. Jamie McMurray was there for a little bit, has now dropped down to 16th. Of course, your other average mid-pack team drivers are here. Casey Kane, Casey Mears is really not performing in that 5 car very well. Elliott Sadler's back there, my 2 teammates. Martin Truex Jr. Newman is in 19th. He's been kind of silent ever since his Colorado win. Page 3 starts off with 3 Dodge drivers. Reed Sorensen in the 41, Sam Hornish Jr. in the 77, and Juan Pablo Montoya in the 42. These guys have had kind of just a mediocre year, and don't really see them moving anywhere too much farther. Montoya might be a threat the next couple of weeks. We got 2 road courses coming up. Some of these drivers back here are just trying to hang on and make something good of what's left of their season. Marcos Ambrose, 2-time supercar champion, is making his way into NASCAR full-time next season in the 47 car. Scott Riggs is just trying to find a race car he can drive. And on to the bottom of the barrel of the drivers of 2008 here in the Smithers season. Joey Logano still hanging on somehow in the top 43, even though he has only had 3 starts. I don't have much else to say about Dover. It was a great race for us. I nearly thought I screwed it over spinning out on the backstretch. I took out Jamie McMurray in the same thing, so maybe karma just had its way for me and I spun out and got wrecked in the same area. Recovered, got 3rd place. Feel like if the race had maybe 5 more laps or 10 more laps, I could have caught Tony Stewart, or at least challenged for the lead with how much lap traffic was affecting that race. Next week, we're on to the Tricky Triangle. I got 2 events going on at that track. I will be doing my first ARCA start thanks to Says Night Owl. Gave me the idea to do that event and that race. First time I'm racing an ARCA car. First time I downloaded the mod onto my computer. It's going to be fun stuff. Stay tuned. I hope you're having a great off season in NASCAR. Christmas is coming up. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Comment down below maybe what you're excited for about the holidays. And other than that, I hope you guys have a good one. Have a good Thanksgiving and holidays. That's coming up. Don't know if I'll have a video posted between now and then. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.